Duets with Dice presents Yours to Keep, A Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle, Episode 7. Alright, so here we are.
Alright, so this is...
Session 8.
Yep, this is Session 8.
And so you had some you had some expenditures you wanted to make?
Yes. I wanted to spend, I believe for a new art that you don't have, it's 7, correct?
I think you are correct.
Because it is much like, not to compare everything to vampire.
One vampire, a new discipline is 10.
Is it? But I'm thinking thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy is 7 for each new one.
Could be.
Because it's a little cheaper than normal.
I thought a new
disciplines.
thaumaturgy path was still 10, but it's 4 times instead of... Or no, it's 3 times, because if it's in clan, it's only 5 times, and if it's out of clan, it's 7 times.
Yeah. And that's what
Something like that. Anyway, not important, not the game we are playing. We are playing Changeling the Dreaming.
This isn't a game of personal horror. This is a game of the world beating you down for being yourself.
Yeah, it's funny. Changeling actually doesn't have like the little tagline that you see. A game of blankety blank. I know Changeling the Lost does. I think Changeling the Lost is a game of beautiful madness. Or something like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. I feel like that probably could also apply to Changeling the Dreaming.
Yeah,
Beautiful madness, considering the nightmare and bedlam aspect, which is
as of this session, something we're doing now.
Okay, so you're going to have to explain to me exactly the ins and outs of it.
I had to read it.
Because I thought it was super confusing.
Once. Yeah.
I didn't get it.
I had to read it like 3 or 4 times for it to really click in my brain.
And so...
I know it involves different dice. So, like, when you have your nightmare, and your nightmare is reflected down here.
Yes.
Whenever you're going up on that, you replace cantrip dice. So, anytime you're rolling a cantrip, you will replace however many nightmare ticks you have with that kind of dice. Your nightmare dice, basically. And anytime a 10 comes up on that, you will mark...
Nightmare.
No. Wait, yeah, I think it is Nightmare, actually. And if you max out your Nightmare, you now have a spoiled dot of willpower. And as that goes up, you'll also get other things that you might normally consider like a flaw.
Yeah, those weird fairy flaws. Kinda.
Yeah, I forget what they're called, but yes, that's
church
the idea.
Bells and
that is the idea.
Okay.
And so you can get your first ones. The first ones are going to be the hardest to get because what you can do is you can. Anytime you want to decrease the difficulty of a cantrip, you can do so by 1 by turning 3 of your dice into nightmare dice on the spot.
It reminds me a little of
New Vampire.
Yeah, New Vampire, where you have special dice set aside. And it's good because I have blue dice and black dice.
Yeah, we were ready for it. And so, here, let me actually give you some of these, because those are probably yours anyway.
They are.
And so,
okay.
Yeah, that's sort of how it works. And if that maxes out, you enter Bedlam.
Yep.
And then, there's a whole system for that as well.
Have you read that?
The odds of that happening anytime soon, based off of, everything, unless you just start chomping away at nightmare dice like crazy. You can also, if you botch a cantrip, you take nightmare.
Nice.
You take a tick of nightmare.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because your magic is turning against you.
Let's see here. The experience chart. I'm pretty sure it is 7, because I know that they're generally cheaper than disciplines. But...
You just make sure, because I don't want to...
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm just going to double check. And so... You said what were you going to buy?
I said I was going to buy the first dot in Kronos. Let me read what it does.
New art 7, yes.
Okay, so I was right.
And then a new realm is 5.
So, I'm going to be taking Backwards Glance, to start, the student of time magic learns to look backwards in time. Although considered a rudimentary use of Chronos, the cantrip's utility makes even novices sought after in freeholds and motleys, as she, investigating the disappearance of her vassal, looks through the past of where she was last seen. Suspicious of his lover, a troll peers through her day and sees a rendezvous with her paramour. The realm determines the focus of the postcognition, while the number of successes determines how far back in time the changeling can look. The player can specify a time or event on which to focus, but if the event she looks for is outside the time frame allowed by the number of successes rolled, the cantrip fails. 1 success is an hour, 2 success a day, 3 a week, 4 a month, 5 a year.
Yep.
So it's pretty useful for the type of relationships I'm going to move forward for.
Okay.
So, let me get rid of the XP.
And how much are you sitting on at this point?
After spending, I have 4 XP.
Cool. All right.
How much are skills?
Current rating times 2. And then...
What if it's a new one?
3.
And I don't want to buy it yet because I feel like I need to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
A dot of investigation.
Huh?
Well, I don't know. I did stalk my brother, and I failed at it, though. I wasn't very good.
You were pretty bad at it.
Well, if I keep using it, I'll justify myself in buying it.
Mm-hmm.
And the company I'm going to attempt to keep, hopefully it will justify me buying that dot. But that's something I do have in mind.
Okay. All right. So, what happened last time?
Okay. Well, this is a little late for our recap.
Yeah. It's okay. We're just taking care of some bookkeeping first.
What happened last time? Okay. So, I believe last time was... No. Pause it. So, I remember in that session, it was mostly like a session, it was a very social one, exploring my relationships and stuff. In that one, I went to go confront Cassie. I spoke with Old Rook.
Mm-hmm.
My conversation with Old Rook went along the lines of, you turned out pretty well balanced this time, keep on keeping on. I'm not going to tell anything like spoiler alert. I don't want to spoil it for you. And I was like, thanks. Then I went to go speak with Cassie, and I went to a hotel. We probably need to roll for the security guy at the hotel. I made a social roll against him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He needs to roll how he feels about it.
Willpower, yeah.
Yeah, it's his willpower.
Okay.
Well, from the looks of it, he's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
And I went to go talk to her, and we kind of discussed, hey, how about don't take my brother to my freehold? That's super fucked up. But I didn't do it aggressively because I told myself I wasn't gonna go into this aggressively, that I was gonna try to be super calm and not even pull anyone's hair. Yeah. And then I met Errant. Errant was a Pisky girl that was at the same hotel. And I met her later when I was working at Sid's t-shirt shop. I stopped at his shop for a little bit, and I guess he went on a long lunch while I manned his shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold a lot of stuff. Because I'm so beautiful and loud.
Yeah.
Of course everyone looks at me, and they bought a lot of shirts, and they put a lot of money in my top. And I gave most of it to him, but I did take some. And I believe I used it to take Detective Graham out for a date. We went to the sushi place. Do you remember the name of the sushi place?
Now, was it the Sushi Shack?
I think it was the Shimi Shack.
The Shimi Shack. That's
there
what
it
it
is.
was.
I took him to the Shimi Shack with my earnings from the day, and we went and had a Godzilla sushi roll where they take rice and stuff, shape it into Godzilla, and then they wrap it in seaweed so it's green and dark like
Godzilla.
Like Godzilla, and then a sushi chef comes.
They put a little pepper in his mouth.
With a super sharp, like, what do you call those? Wakazishi, I don't know the name of the little short sword, and he just slices it up.
A little samurai tonto.
Like a little samurai tonto, and he slices it up for us, and it's very charming and it's wonderful.
Yeah, the way the way they were wrapped was like it was like the inside of the sushi was like Godzilla's guts. It was very, very quaint.
Yes, it was wonderful, and me and Mr. Detective Graham had a pretty good time doing that. And then I went home, and I had asked Cassie to not take my brother out in the middle of the night while there's a murder afoot. And I'm like, if you're gonna see him, because I don't want you to stop seeing him. He seems happy. Just come to the house.
Don't take him out.
Please don't take him out. Just you can come see him, but stay in the house, watch a movie or something. I'll leave you guys alone. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to be no, you're not allowed to see him, because when has that ever worked? Mm-hmm. When has I forbid you from seeing so and so ever worked?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to fairies. If those words had left my mouth, she'd have been like,
well, now I have to. Now
I'm going to kidnap him. We're going to go to Florida.
And now I have to do it.
Yeah, and so it was kind of like a, stay in the house. Just don't take him out for any more midnight romps in my freehold.
Yeah.
It's just kind of bad. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was last session. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and this session we wanted to start out with something I had asked for last session.
Mm-hmm. And so you are currently asleep.
Awesome.
To your knowledge, and you're at a scene. It's sort of it's almost like you're dreaming, but when you have very little control over what's going on in the dream.
You're just on autopilot.
Yeah, you're on autopilot. You're not. You don't have control over what you're saying or what you're doing. You're just sort of watching yourself go through these motions. And next to you, you're in this very small little there's stone on the walls, and there's a small window kind of high up, and a doorway. It's about as big as what we're in right now.
Our small little closet. It's like a little dungeon.
It's a little bit, but the sun's shining in, and it definitely doesn't really have that feel to it. You're wearing some vestments. You could see your voile, as it were, and you sitting in there with you is a tall. He is very handsome, this she knight, and he has long dark hair, and
he's just beautiful.
Yeah, he's just beautiful.
All she are.
Yeah, and he's got sort of these chimerical wounds all over him. Ooh. He's decked out in his armor, and those chimerical wounds show a lot more than a normal wound might.
Interesting.
And so he's got a sword at his side, and he's got another friend with him who's dressed in much the same sigil that you can see on there.
What sigil is it?
It is a gray sigil that has a unicorn on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, if you don't know this off the top of your head, you can make a...
It's Diarrhea, isn't it?
No. You can make a quick little roll for it.
Which roll would I make? Greymare? Or would that be Kenning?
It would probably not be either. It would probably be intelligence and
well, isn't
etiquette.
Isn't Greymare
Greymare
culture?
Greymare is magic. Greymare is detecting
gotcha.
magic.
And then kenning is...
Kenning is being able to focus on seeing one or the other, depending on how far off you are.
Okay. Well, let me make this etiquette and, would you say wits or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Let's see how it goes. 1.
You recognize it as the sigil of House Skatha.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and there's him, this she knight whose name you cannot recall, and a satyr next to him. Both are equipped for battle. They've got this fairy plate mail, and so do you.
Ooh.
Yeah, and in mortal garb, you guys look like peasants. You guys look like literal medieval peasants. And you're sitting, and the she knight is sort of like looking out the window, like he's speaking in a language that you don't recognize.
Good, yeah.
You don't know it, but you've heard it before.
Ooh.
And he looks out, and you don't understand the language that he's speaking, but you know what he's trying to say.
Yeah. What's he trying to say?
And he looks out the window and, damn it. Okay. If this is going to work, if this plan is going to work, we need to convince her. And the satyr's sitting there. Kind of laughing. He's like, yeah, if we can, all we have to do is just a little bit of magic in front of her, and she will believe that she has spoken to a saint. And and you know, you chime in and you speak words, and they respond to your words.
You're just like third person, just like, oh.
Yeah, and what do you think your name is?
In this, what?
Where am I? You're speaking French.
Oh. Am I a boy or a girl?
You are a man.
I'm French. Maybe.
However, you as
I'm
Lumina.
Of course.
You are.
I'm Lumina. What's a good French name?
Pierre.
Pierre.
Okay.
I'm Pierre.
Okay.
Who's Peter?
and do you understand Pierre?
Yes.
All right. Let us go out and be saints then. And you follow the line, and the three of you are just kind of laughing, and this is, you're trying not to giggle over the whole thing, even though
he's a little serious about it.
Yes, Lord Robert was very serious about it, and you know that the she's name was Robert,
mm-hmm.
and the satyr's name is Connor.
Bear Connor. Alright, and my name is Pierre.
God has answered your prayers. You, on behalf of Charles VII, must retake this land from the Britons, whom are God's least favored people, apparently. And
she like looks around,
and
like,
she's in awe. She's just sitting there like, oh,
God spoke
me.
back.
She looks up real quick and then just averts her eyes.
Oh,
and
yes.
And you know, the girl is just this very short-haired girl, very sort of homely,
mm-hmm.
And she sort of looks away, and they offer her some of this armor.
Oh!
They offer her a suit of chainmail, and Robert says, "Wear this into battle, and you will not be felled by mortal blade."
Oh!
And she's just sort of
trembling with awe.
Mm-hmm. And so she takes it, and the dream sort of moves forward a little bit. It's it's not living through every little aspect, but
it's like a fading.
It's just sort of fading in and
change,
out. Yeah,
like how dreams are, where it just kind of happens pretty seamlessly.
Yeah, and you find yourselves on the battlefield. Mm-hmm. You in your mortal, not mortal, but like
I'm in battle form right now.
Yeah,
I have some chimerical armor. Luminolux is pretty awesome right now.
Yeah, you've worked to sort of disguise yourself among humanity, and generally you try to avoid being like right there on the battlefield, but this was a situation that you could not get out of.
Yeah, you kind of couldn't, considering the circumstances of it.
Yeah, and you are
just looking out on the fucking horrors of war.
You're standing on top of a hill, and you're overlooking the whole thing. It's pretty bad.
Well, I can at least hold
you can see the girl. She's out there. She's fighting, and it's
proud of her.
It's great.
Because you can almost, I imagine, anytime anyone sees her and it inspires that pluck of your heartstrings, you can just feel the glamour, because that is so inspirational to just like shitty peasants everywhere. The fact that one of us was important enough that God came down, spoke to us, and is encouraging us to get rid of those terrible Britains.
Yeah.
Like, it's very inspirational, and the glamour's good.
Yeah, it's good, but Robert's plan is for this to be better. A lot of the trods have been closing, and
especially recently.
A lot of the changelings a lot
fairies.
Of the fae, like straight up fairies at this point, believe that this is happening because of
some apocalyptic, end of time scenario.
It's happening because of mortal belief. Mortal belief having shifted. Robert was very keen on the idea that it's not a matter of changing mortal belief. Mortal belief is going to change. It's already happened. This Christ figure is it. There's nothing we can do to get around that.
I'm a trendsetter. Trust me.
There's nothing we can do to get around that. What we can do is take the stories that they've been usurping from us, the stories about us, and just accept them. So what? It's just a name change. And, Man,
I know how fairies are. They're like, excuse you?
No.
Why do we have to change?
Exactly.
Because that's how they all are.
Yeah. And so...
But he's ahead of the curve. He knows.
The doors are closing. And
is this the 100 Years' War?
This is the 100 Years' War.
So, this is seeming a little apocalyptic.
Oh, yeah.
Considering war has been going on for literally, I'd say
it's been getting up there. This is
6 generations?
Yeah, this is near the end of the war, and so... You sit and... You're speaking to Konar, and he's just sitting there. He is your prototypical satyr. He's wearing armor, but
he has little booties on his.
No, he doesn't. He just has greaves attached to his big, bulky legs.
Yeah,
he's like, I've got hooves. That's the best armor I could hope for.
That's not true.
Yeah, and so he's worried. He's been very panicked lately, and. He keeps his ear to the ground a lot more. He's not a she, and you yourself included have not really. You've been caught up in the whole thing.
I'm loving this drama. It's so good.
This is good, and your plan is solid. Get this girl to inspire France. She is a dreamer. She
can do it.
Yeah, she is a dreamer. She has very low banality herself. She can spread it. She can spread it to France.
And maybe we can reverse how bad it's been for the past, 100 years.
Yeah. You can get rid of you can bring some of the trods back, some of the roads to Arcadia back.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other people are saying the doors are closing and they are moving en masse, at least the Shi'ar, moving en masse to get back to where they belong, because they're like, the doors are closing, I'm not staying here.
I'm not staying here. What if they close? What if all of them close?
And so this satyr, using the moniker Connor, it's not his name.
Yeah.
But he comes to you and says, we've been taught a ritual to inhabit the bodies of men. The doors are closing, and a lot of us common folk aren't going to be able to make it back. You should go. Because
back to Arcadia?
Of course. It's where you belong.
I can't do that. Me and you and Robert, we worked so hard for this. I think this can save it. I think this can bring back the Trods. I believe in her.
You'll die on this side, and I fear that we don't have the time. If there were a lifetime left, then maybe, but we just don't have that time. This is a case where you need to go back, because if you don't go back now, you might not get the chance.
You wouldn't be able to go back.
I will inhabit a body. I will inhabit a mortal shell. The ritual's being passed around.
And I'm just sort of like gazing out on the battlefield, and my eyes are fixated where Joan is at, while he's telling me about all of this.
Yeah, and he's going on and on about how you need to go. The House Catha will hold the line and let the rest of the Fae get back to where they belong.
I won't go back. It's my responsibility to see this through. It'll be fine.
We don't even know if it will work. We don't know. We've lost three more Trods in just as many weeks. You have to go back.
No.
Lumina, you will die.
If it's good enough for you, why isn't it good enough for me?
You're noble.
Does it not work?
I mean, in theory it should work, but you belong in Arcadia.
You belong in Arcadia. That's ridiculous. No. An entire house is going to strand themselves out here. I'm not going to go back. Let my cousins go back. It's fine. And I understand that...
I don't understand what you'd be giving up. Does your title mean nothing to you? Do you think that do you think that you will still hold it? We can't even guarantee that you can shield yourself from the banality of the mortal world.
I took an oath that I was going to stand by commoners. I took that oath. I'm not going to... It's dishonorable to run.
Very well. The least I can do is teach you the ritual. If it works. If it doesn't work, we can't say we didn't try. And so he goes with you and teaches you the ritual, and it takes several months. It takes several months to undergo it.
Yeah.
But when you do, you spark into the light of your soul, and you're seeing the world as two places for the first time.
Yeah.
Rather than it being, one,
from the perspective of one.
Yeah, rather than it just being one single Earth realm for lack of a better word, with all of the trods that you can just walk to and everything like that, and you're actually seeing the world as a round sphere. And
science did this.
Yes. that is the implication. And so you go flying. You go flying around, and you can. He told you that you have to find a body. You have to find a body to inhabit if you're going to live on this side. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, that's just what we have to do.
No, that's
fine.
We
have to live in the body of a man, and in the body of a human being, and
it's a little distasteful. You're just like, they're so. Looks around. Dirty.
Yeah. And so you fly off, and you make your way into the nearest likely compatible person you could find, and you are in prison. You open your eyes.
Girl.
You open your eyes, and you're a girl, and at that moment the two of you become one.
Yeah.
You are
both Joan and Lumina.
Joan and Lumina.
And the weight.
Yeah.
Well, upon that first entry into a body, do the mists take your memory immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't even...
You know that you're Joan, and you know that you are something more. But you've lost access to many of your arts, and you have pinged on the radar of somebody nearby.
Who's like, oh, one woke up.
Yeah, and one of the British guards who comes to you. When he approaches you, you can see him, and he has razor sharp teeth.
Shit.
He has razor sharp teeth and a very red sash going over.
Of course he does.
Going over his chainmail.
Red Caps love dungeons.
And he looks and says, "Oh, didn't flee, huh?"
No. And I'm just like looking at him just wide-eyed because, you know, in that case, it's the first time I've ever seen this, and it is terrifying. So she's just like wide-eyed, just...
Woke up in the wrong dreamer. She... And he's saying this not really in your language.
But I know what he's saying.
But you know what he's saying.
That's not good.
It isn't much longer after that you are burned at the stake. And
in a long line of Lumina Lux getting burned at the stake.
Yeah. And so you jut awake. You're back in your bed. You're sweating.
And I probably scream. I'm just like, ah! Just like grab for everything, and I grab my hair because it was a pretty intense feeling for that last couple minutes. Mm-hmm. Thank God my dream jolted me awake before I got to spend more than 2 minutes burning. Yeah. But it's kept me asleep just long enough to feel like a solid minute of it.
You can still smell smoke.
It's
like that's how real it was. You can smell the smoke and the shit and the rain.
Yeah.
And
how awful it was.
And you know it wasn't a dream. You
get that feeling it was too real.
You feel it. It was too real, and you're sort of having that dream moment where, you know, after the first 5 minutes of waking up, your head's sort of a little fuzzy. You don't totally remember the dream, but you just remember the feelings associated with the dream, and you're like, maybe more of it will come to me throughout the day.
Like, that was a terrible nightmare. I'm so glad that nightmare is over.
Yeah, and so you can go ahead and take 1 dot of remembrance.
I remember getting burned at the stake. And how fun that was. And how it probably happened again in the 70s.
That's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just like, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get back to sleep after that one. Wow. That one was really intense. I'm not going back to sleep. I don't want to go directly back into that dream again. I'm not gonna do that to myself. So I sort of just like get up and I just start my day 2 hours early because I'm just like, no. God, that was a lot. Like, you still get that, like, after you have a intense dream, like your back hurts for some reason. Your adrenal glands are just like... Yeah. So, like, your back hurts for some reason. You're just like, oh.
You're sweating.
I'm just like, oh.
It's warm, and you're just... You got some tears on your pillow, and
there's drool.
Like that.
I'm just like, oh.
No, there's not drool. There's just very beautiful little beaded tears.
Oh, little beaded tears? Because I'm beautiful. Am I even sweating then? Unless it's beautiful sweat.
It's glisten.
Of course. It's not, like mist.
It's not like sweat that makes you look bad.
It's just like a gentle misting with like a... like you walked through some fog recently.
Yeah.
Because she don't sweat.
Yeah, no, she do not sweat.
Yeah.
Unless it serves to make them look better.
Yeah, so
and it never smells bad.
Of course not. I always
smells like roses.
I smell like rose water and sunshine.
Yeah,
like come on.
So yeah.
This is why other changelings hate she.
Yeah,
because they're like,
that's probably a big part of it. Like,
they're just like, are you kidding?
Like, what? I'm a fucking goat person. Like, I smell like a goat person.
How dare you?
I smell like goat and pheromones. Like, this is bullshit.
You smell like actual rose water. Like, are you doing that? No, I just woke up this way. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
well, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So yeah, I start my day a little early. How long is this since the last session?
Probably just like maybe a day or two.
Yeah, and so Louis is still off of on his weird vacation. So him being home has, because remember last time he said, I'm gonna take a couple days off of work.
Yeah.
Because he was like...
No, I thought you meant like out of town vacation. I was like, did we say that?
No.
I don't remember saying that.
No, he's on like a staycation is a better word for it.
Yeah.
And so him being at home all the time now has kind of like thrown a wrench in my avoidance schedule. Because usually, you know, he has a pretty standard, regular schedule. And, you know, I kind of get the house to myself for a little bit in the mornings while he's gone. But, like, I've been waking up and his ass is up.
Yeah.
And it's a problem. Because then if I go down there, he's going to want to talk to me. And there's, like, no way to just, like, ignore him the whole time without being an asshole.
Yep.
And so it's kind of... He's messed up my rhythm. I'm interacting with him more often, and it's getting a little bit difficult because I'm like, okay, I can't I love you, but like,
yeah.
Listen, I'm glad you're feeling better, but I can't talk to you. So I go downstairs at 4 a.m. and like, I don't know, I make myself something. I make myself some oatmeal, and I'm just like, oh man, like I just can't go back to sleep. I guess I have about 2 hours down here before he wakes up, and then I'm gonna go back upstairs. So I just kind of enjoy my kitchen before he comes back down.
Yeah, you eat some breakfast, you slice open a pineapple or something.
Yeah, just carve up a pineapple and make him something, and then leave it out like a fairy.
Yeah. And so,
I'm like, now
what
that
are you,
I'm
a
up,
boggin?
sometimes I feel like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, I guess it's Thursday, time to steam Louis' clothes. Let me get out this nice expensive machine that he bought so I don't have to go to the dry cleaners anymore. Huh. We live in the future.
And so yeah, you head back upstairs. What do you want to do in your room? You still got all your little boards set up. You've got your computer area.
Yeah. I did Today I was thinking, she pirates GoldenEye.
Oh.
She pirates GoldenEye, and that's the first thing she does. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get this. Alright, let me set that to download. Let me text. Now it's 7 in the morning. He's probably just getting into work. I don't want to text him like immediately as he's
like
working.
4 in the morning.
I wonder if he wakes up early. No, probably not. I'll wait. I'll wait till at least 6:30 to text him.
And so
I might work on
you could watch
Nicolas
GoldenEye
Cage
in that time.
Yeah, I probably
while you do other stuff.
I don't want to watch it yet. I want to watch it with him.
Oh, okay.
That's my plan. Is I want to watch it with him and then question him on why he likes it, because I don't get it.
Okay. And so
I do that. Can I make a roll to work on my set?
Yeah. Crafts and
I think we said wits last time.
Yeah, I think wits sounds right. It would depend on what aspect of the set you're working on.
Let's see. I've worked on the little bike. I'm probably working on the set for when he steals those kids' bikes and he pushes them over. Do you remember that?
No, he doesn't steal their bikes, so you're confusing 2 scenes.
Okay.
There's one scene where he points a gun at a woman and steals her bike, and then, he just rides off on that. And then there's another scene while he's looking around for the girl, and he doesn't, push the kids, but he comes in. He comes in and he yells at them, like, where is she? And he grabs them and takes off all their little masks. And they're like, which one is it? Which one is it? And then he takes that mask off, and then he's like, nope, none of these, runs away.
Okay, I think I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to work on the tiny guns.
Yeah. And so that'd be...
So,
2 successes.
2 successes. I do pretty good. I make a couple little guns.
Pretty alright looking.
You have to make more than one, because if, something happens to one, you drop it on a carpet, it's gone.
It's gone forever.
So she's like, no, I learned.
Put them in little tiny Ziploc baggies, and then you put them in your you open up a drawer that's categorized
Louis thinks that all the dime baggies that I'm getting are for drugs,
no.
but they're 100% for tiny little props.
Tiny little crafts.
And so I do that until I hear Louis wake up and go downstairs, and I just check on him.
Yeah, you poke your head out, and he's sitting there eating breakfast, reading a newspaper.
Okay. Just making sure he's okay.
And it looks like he's also, while he's doing that, he's jotting down some notes on a little notepad.
Okay. Good to see that he's busy at work. In order to get downstairs, I'm going to have to go past him. Shit. I didn't think about that. I just look back down. Maybe I can distract him with something. And I fold a paper airplane. And I aim to throw it into the living room so he looks, and I try to sneak past him.
So it's gonna be 2 rolls. The first is going to be a dex, and
what's this for? To throw the airplane?
Yeah.
Athletics.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not a very good dice pool, but
there you go.
I do it.
Yeah, you do it.
So I lick the end of the airplane for some reason. Yeah. I'm like,
well, it's to give it more
fly true.
Yeah.
And I throw it.
You throw it, and it goes flying. It goes flying off into the living room. It turns just slightly, to where it doesn't do a full Yui, but it turns a little bit and sort of crashes into the wall next to the front door.
I'm really hoping I fail this next one.
And he's like, huh? What was that?
Alright, here's my chance.
He gets up to go over to the... I mean, he's literally 2 feet 2 feet next to the wall that separates the living room from the front door. And so he just walks through that little archway and picks up the plane. Give me a... Yeah. Yeah, and so you try to go out.
Down.
You try to sneak down, and you open the door, and he goes, Adelaide. He just pokes his head over the arch.
Hey, I'm just getting the newspaper.
Did you throw this? Oh, I already got it.
Oh. And I closed the door awkwardly, just like, oh, you already got it.
I did. Is this yours?
I've never seen that before in my life. I say convincingly.
I don't believe you.
I've never seen that. What is that?
It's a paper airplane.
It's wet.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's how I knew it was yours.
Oh, okay.
And so do you want to keep it, or should I throw it away?
We can burn it in the grill.
I'm just gonna throw it away.
You don't really have to.
I don't want to burn it. And so he throws it away.
I steamed your shirts.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what is on the agenda for the day?
I am gonna watch a James Bond movie with somebody later.
Oh.
I've never seen the one with Pierce Brosnan.
I think there's a few of them with Pierce Brosnan.
I don't watch James Bond because I don't get it.
You're not a man.
What? Is it a man thing?
I think so. I think James Bond is a man thing. It's kind of like this power fantasy sort of thing.
Huh.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I guess so.
I don't understand how you can have a power fantasy where you're English, but you know.
Oh, wow. That was...
I'm sorry. I've got thousands of years of French hatred of the English.
I mean, is that like a soccer thing, or is
not really? No.
Or is it just like 100-year war, burn me at the stake sort of thing?
You?
Yeah. I burn Joan of the Arc at the stake, you know?
Yeah, more the 100 Years' War.
100-year war, yeah.
Not fond of the Germans either.
Oh. Okay.
You know, when they usurped northern France so that they could... it's history, whatever.
Okay. And I look at what he's been doodling.
More designs. These are more detailed. They're not like blueprints. It's more like archways and designs for the things within the house. And they're very detailed, very pretty.
I like this one, and I point to a couple of them that I like the most.
Let's see. Yeah, those are pretty good. You know, they have arches like this in Versailles.
I like Versailles. I think we went there once.
Oh yeah, you were very young.
I think I was very young.
I don't even think you were sick back then, yeah?
I think it was like right before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was like, I remember I was really young, and halfway through I got tired, and so you carried me.
Yeah.
Because I just wasn't having. Also, there was like no bathrooms there. I remember that very clearly.
Well, you can't just poop in Versailles.
Apparently, because there was like one set of bathrooms in this massive place, and I thought that was weird.
You should go when you enter. That way you can't. That way you don't sully Versailles with your poop. It's the palace of the Sun King.
Yeah. I was thinking what it would be like to live there, like back in the day.
Most French nobles found it very annoying.
Why? It's so nice.
It's so far from Paris.
That's true. Yeah, I guess you're far away from the hustle and bustle of things, but like, they have secret grottos, and those grottos were made just for kissing. You know it.
Kissing, telling secrets, ruining your enemies, things like that.
Yeah, like all the fun stuff that people used to do, because there was no TV.
Like the garden mazes in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Where they just walk around them and tell secrets.
And just tell secrets and be catty to each other.
Yes. That's exactly what I like to imagine it was like.
Yeah. I bet it was. But I bet it also smelled bad, just like because of people.
Well, yes, it was that time.
I want to go back to Versailles one of these days. I want to see it now.
Oh, I bet now.
So badly.
Well, you'd be able to appreciate it now. You were just a child back then.
It's like taking a baby to Disneyland. You don't do it.
Taking a baby to a Disneyland or a very young child to a museum made from a palace.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I think we went there because you wanted to go there.
Well, of course I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
I was still studying.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I definitely want to go back now. Gosh. Oh, wow. And I just think about, like, how chimerically fucking beautiful
What Versailles must
Versailles.
look like.
Changelings must just go there to just, like, soak it in.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Sun King was just like, all of it. Whatever. I want you to make me a maze of orange trees, and I want there to be secret hidden grottos, and you're going to pump water from a lake to fill the grotto. I don't care how you do it. Do it. And he did it over and over and over and over. That place is just filthy with glamour. And so what are these for?
Oh, for the house I'm designing. I'm trying to kind of figure out what sort of influences I'm going with, and
are you gonna build this one?
I mean, right now it's more of a model thing.
Yeah, you should let me help.
Yeah, I could go through some of your props that you've made.
Yeah, and
we could probably use some of those, honestly. Some of the tables.
They're very good.
No, I know they are.
What?
Yeah, you're very talented when it comes to like the building of very tiny furniture.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty good at, like, I can do houses too, but I guess it's not as fun for me as the inside of the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to appreciate the inside of the house a little bit more. Usually I just sort of base it off of the mathematics of the whole thing, you know, the geometry, the physics, how much weight could this support beam hold, but I'm getting interested in the design aspect.
Oh. Well, I could definitely help with that. That's like what I'm good at, you know?
Yeah. And so, but yes. So what is your plans for the day aside from watching GoldenEye with a stranger?
Was probably gonna maybe go see my friend Sid. Maybe go see my friend Lily, or go hang out with hooligans in a bar. But I think he works today. I'm just gonna do some stuff. I have some stuff I'm editing later on. I have another video coming out here, and it's already loaded, and I'm just waiting for the time of day for it to become public and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like work stuff. I think people are gonna like the video where I worked my first job.
Oh, right, at the t-shirt stand.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Are you going to work there again? Or was this just like a look at me, I'm working sort of video?
Well, Louis, I'm always working, and I don't know. I mean, I kind of liked it a lot. I like that people stopped and talked to me a lot. Probably like too long, but then they also gave me money and I gave them a shirt, and so it was a lot of fun.
Alright. Well,
I like being able to talk to people.
That's how I know it wasn't work, because you had fun.
I mean,
and you enjoyed it.
Accepting money from people is fun.
I mean, sure. I don't doubt that one little bit.
Well, I mean, I used the app for swiping cards. That was hard.
Okay, well, you have a good day. Stay safe.
Of course.
I'm going to be at home working tonight. Cassie might come over. We might go out and about. I don't know yet.
No, you guys aren't going anywhere.
What?
Don't worry about it.
No.
I have a question about Cassie.
Oh, okay, sure.
Are her boobs real?
That is not appropriate to ask a brother if his girlfriend's boobs are
Blink
real.
once for yes, twice for
I'm
no.
not blinking.
I lean forward.
And he just stone-faced stares at you without blinking.
Because they don't...
That's not...
I'll ask her. She'll tell me.
Please do not do that.
Why not?
I like her, and I don't want
What?
you to chase her away.
She's the most like me than any of your girlfriends. I probably won't scare her away at all. We're both eccentric.
She's not that eccentric.
Okay.
She's not as eccentric as you.
Okay.
Okay.
Likely, I say as I start going towards the door. Very unlikely.
Okay, well, have fun.
I will. I'll see you later.
You already know the answer to that question.
Are they real?
Of course.
God damn, Cassie. It's just because the drawing of her has her wearing like this like little string bikini and they are gravity defying. Those are some Dongan Honkeros.
A real set of bazongazos.
They really, really are.
Get a
and
load
I get
of
it.
those Dodan Honkeros.
And I get that she's magic, but her magic boobs defy gravity.
She's magic. That's what it is. I'm sure your magic boobs defy gravity a bit too.
Probably not. Not the size of those things.
I mean, probably not. But like, you've got magic working for you in just the perfect way as well.
My hair is perfect.
Yeah.
Hershey Beauty gave her just the largest set of bahungas. and it gave me perfect hair. Yeah. So good.
And so yeah, you hop out and you're on the town.
Yep. And, go out and
where are you headed?
I'm probably gonna hang out on the beach for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Normal stuff like that. Go say hi to Sid. Check on my freehold. Go in. Look around for hooligans, and just go about my day and text. I'm gonna text what's his face, Detective Graham.
Okay.
And ask him if he's interested in watching GoldenEye with me.
You receive a text maybe 15 seconds later that says yes.
Wow, that was fast. Send.
GoldenEye is my favorite movie.
Ah!
I believe I told you this.
Yes. Don't worry. I pirated it. And I send it and I think, wait, should I tell a detective that I pirated a movie? Oh no! Wait, no I didn't. I bought it legally. I send another text saying that. Oh god, I hope
it just says you wouldn't steal a car.
No! I steal cars all the time! I have never bought a song. I just listened to the radio and then put my recording mic to it. I'm just
And so yeah, you head over to the beach and you check on the freehold and you notice some cars parked not too far away. One of them you definitely notice is not so much a car as much as it is a carriage. With two chimerical horses.
Oh!
Just sat right there.
Somebody important's here. Oh, dang it, I didn't wear anything like chimerical. Oh, I guess I'll just go in wearing this sheer gauzy dress.
And so you make your way in and you see Lord Tierson and you see Pomona and they are sort of like looking around saying, and yes, you'll set up the banner from here to there. And, oh yeah, it will say happy summer, everybody. And
Lord Tierson, Pomona.
Oh, Lady Adelaide.
What's happening?
We are getting everything ready. We're readying the preparation.
For what?
Oh, you remember last year. We did this as we used it as a double excuse to bring you out.
Oh, it's that time of year already.
It sure is.
Wow.
We debuted you.
Yeah. Wow. So what's the theme gonna be?
Well, we're holding it at your freehold. You're in charge.
Yes, I love being in charge. I know the perfect party planner.
Yes, and we're going to. I'm thinking we'll set up a banner that says "Welcome guests," and we will have some music playing, and it will be a lovely, wonderful time. You'll have to come up with a game this time for everybody.
Oh, a game?
Yes, you could. I don't know. Something fun and sparkly. Maybe I know in. Have you? You need to travel, my dear.
I mean, I'm saving up money, and so maybe I should.
Have you ever been to San Francisco?
No.
Well, in San Francisco, I went once during what they call the Festival of Glamour.
Oh.
And what they do is, so San Francisco is not like, it's not like Point Avalon at all. Point Avalon only has 3 freeholds. San Francisco has hundreds.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and the bearers of each freehold infuse the glamour, infuse their hearths, their balefires with so much glamour that you can see the buildings glow from the outside. And so we all stood up on top of a mountain, on top of a hill, overlooking the entire city, and it was so beautiful. That's where I met Vanessa.
Oh, wow. You met her all the way on across?
Yes, and I begged her, I pleaded with her.
You tried to tell her that the Atlantic Ocean was better than the Pacific Ocean, and she believed it?
I told her that the Atlantic Ocean has a very different flavor.
Yeah, it's
and
colder.
It is beautiful, and it is. But yes, and we looked at the lights together, and that is where we had our first kiss, and
oh, wow.
we held one another all night long.
Oh, that's so romantic and beautiful.
Yes, we had a lot of sex.
And I just
all
I was smiling, and then it only my cheeks deflate.
Yes, we all over the hill, the hotels,
and it just
the
deflates more and
freeholds.
more and more until my chin is on my chest, and I'm just like, huh?
The freeholds everywhere. It was filthy.
Sounds exhausting.
Oh, it would have been, but I was in top form that day. I tell you what.
A day? Oh Lord,
We stopped very briefly to observe the lights and to see the glamour float up into the stars, and it was beautiful. And we got right back into it.
Oh, well, thank you for that little biography about you as a young man.
Oh, this was only a few years ago.
Oh, well, thank you for this recent biography about your beautiful romance with Vanessa. That's foul.
Oh, I miss her so.
She'll be back, Lord Tierson.
I don't know. This is another reason why you will have to host.
Oh, you're too melancholy, of course.
This melancholy has taken me over.
I understand. Sometimes I get sad too.
Yes. Pardon me.
Okay.
Work with Pomona and anybody else you can recruit around town who you think might be able to help.
Oh, sure.
Set up a committee or a team of people to do everything. Not your motley though. They are. I mean, Sid's okay. And then he just leaves.
And my chin is back on my chest, like, Whoa, that was a not so gentle swerve at Lily and William. They're pretty okay. And I look over at Pomona. They're okay, right?
Lord Tierson does not care for them very much.
Oh, well, I mean, I see it with Lily.
Oh, he comes back in. Oh, one more thing. This she-woman, is she still here in town?
Yeah, she's dating my brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to have to present herself. I can't keep her secret much longer.
Okay. I was kind of just waiting for you to say when I could present her. So
do it at the party.
Oh, okay. I'll tell her. She'll probably be at my house kissing my brother.
Well, that's great.
See, why is it okay when you tell me about it, but I can't mention wholesome kisses?
Oh.
I'm playing.
I'm fine. I just makes me think of Vanessa. I had many wholesome kisses with Vanessa.
Wholesome, okay.
I mean, not in addition to.
It's okay. I don't need it anymore. I'm fine. I'm good. We got it.
Good.
And then
you just don't understand.
No. As soon as he's out of earshot, I look over at Pomona and go, I'm so sorry. Do you have to clean that house?
Not alone. I am in charge of staff.
Okay. Because I was about to say, if you have to clean up after that by yourself, I'm so sorry. Anything I could do to help you, I'll do it.
No.
No, really,
I could not.
That is like, I touched counters, and I'm now thinking maybe I shouldn't have, I don't know. Like where the countertops, don't worry about it. So,
you could, what about a fishing contest?
A fishing contest?
The chimerical ocean. You could have whoever brings back the largest chimerical fish wins the contest and receives your favor, and you could let them sup from the balefire or something.
That would be a lot of fun. That's a really good idea. Huh.
Yeah, that is one idea. I have seen that done before.
What are other cool ones you've heard before?
Oh, I hear about hunts. I hear about around here. You used to chimerically blind each other and try to have duels.
That sounds very dangerous, but also strangely exciting.
Yes. Big riddle contests, storytelling contests.
Oh, wow.
Things of that nature.
Storytelling contests might be a lot of fun. Because
I'm
very gossipy, so I like hearing other people tell stories about their exploits, whether or not they're true or not.
And you could have a who tells the biggest whale tale.
That
contest.
is a good one.
And you should get an object together, like some kind of chimerical, some kind of item that you can bestow upon the winner. Something that is like
valuable and meaningful,
like an enchanted item that has like two meanings, you know.
And then I think about the Nicolas Cage in my attic. Get me out of here, Addie.
You have to get me out of here, Addie.
Yeah, like an amazing prize that would be great and everyone would love.
So.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like the whale tail one a lot, Pomona.
You could do both.
I don't see why not.
Yes. Anyway, I will leave. I believe you have a guest. We knocked on the door and he said to please go away.
Oh, let me go see who it is.
Okay.
You stay downstairs here, just in case I get, murdered. I don't know. Why did I go immediately to murder? I always do that. I don't know
Says
why.
more about you than it does.
Yeah, it really does. And I just wave my pretty little hands and like flounce up the stairs.
And so yeah, you just sort of Adventure Time flop upstairs. And,
in my lovely sheer cotton dress.
Yeah. And you knock on the door.
Too sheer.
You knock on the door and what is it?
It's Adelaide.
Oh, you're the keeper, yeah?
Yes.
Opens the door.
Are you okay?
I'm alright.
Okay. I was just checking up on you.
Yeah.
You're very tall.
He's
And also you smell bad.
Yeah, he's tall, he smells bad, he's very gross looking. He just like dirt clumps in his beard and like it's almost like he's got like a dreadlocked beard. Like just slightly. But like the natural kind that you don't like do yourself.
Is there like a Taco Bell packet just like in there? What's happening?
There could very well be just something like that, and you just.
I just wanted to check up on you and make sure you weren't like shooting heroin in there. You're not shooting heroin, are you?
No.
You're not doing crack, are you?
No, I don't.
Are you smoking weed?
No, I don't do drugs.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just asking, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't lie to me in my own house.
No.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to help with the decorating?
What kind?
Well, we haven't decided on a theme yet. I'm thinking...
What is it?
Well, we're doing a story contest, and it's also a party!
Oh, it's a party. Is it gonna be here?
Yes.
When?
I think tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, huh? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need a cake, and I have so many things I have to call and get done. But the theme is gonna be whale tails. And I don't want to do a second mermaid/ocean themed party. I did that last time already. So maybe...
If you're doing whale tails, I think the ocean's still a pretty good theme.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And I mean, you got it right there.
And we look out onto the beautiful ocean with the perfect pink crystal waves. Yeah. Maybe I should do it pirate themed. Like Captain Kidd, Bluebeard. That'd be good.
You said something about Kidd?
Yeah, Captain Kidd.
He's a pirate.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly. Wink.
Oh, okay. He just sort of looks around and is just like, he's very confused. All right.
So, I'm probably going to come back up here and have you help me do decorations. So, I'm probably going to knock on your door later.
Okay.
All right. Good. And I flounce away.
Bye-bye.
Like, huh.
Closes the door.
Huh, yeah. I could get like a balloon pirate ship that's in the ocean. That's good. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'll figure something out.
At that point, Cassiopeia opens the door to the front of the freehold. Hello. Oh,
it's you!
Adelaide, you're here.
Well, yeah. I'm here a lot.
I don't know about that.
Not these days, but things are weird these days. My schedule is different.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, well.
It's okay. You've got a lot to balance.
Hmm.
So, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm planning a party.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I'm thinking pirate ship.
Pirate ship?
Yeah, like pirate ship themed. Maybe we should have a cannon.
What about the beach? Like, I feel like this place is theme enough. If you mess with this place's like theme anymore, it'll sort of feel artificial, don't you think?
I mean, most of the stuff I do ends up being beach themed or like ocean themed. Like even pirates are kind of ocean themed.
I mean, we are.
I don't diverge often.
We're on the coast.
Yeah, like last time it was mermaid themed, and it was pretty good.
I think mermaid theme sounds great. You probably don't actually want a mermaid here.
No, I hear bad things, but like, I guess hearing is different than seeing, and so you know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of my party planner. He's very reliable, but also very strange. My brother wants to hang out with you tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna call me in a bit.
Oh, I have no doubt. I asked him if your boobs were real, and he did the gentlemanly thing. And I give like the okay sign, like, good job.
She just sort of like, her eyes just sort of like go from left to right. What did he say?
He said no. Well, actually, he didn't say anything. He said, I'm not going to say anything. And I said, blink if once if yes and twice is no. He didn't blink for 60 seconds.
Oh, how sweet of him.
What's the answer, though?
Oh, they're real.
Nice. Nice. That's good stuff, Cassiopeia. And I go and I kind of like scope out what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna put the table and everything like that.
So we're gonna set up here. What are we? This is gonna be a party when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's short notice to plan a party.
Yeah, well, that's how it is sometimes. I'm probably gonna go out and get some of my friends to come back and...
Well, do you need my help?
I mean, sure. What are you really good at?
Oh, I'm good at all sorts of stuff. Like, I can, pick up things and, set them up on, like, walls. And I've got a really good eye for decoration, I think.
Oh my gosh. You have so much in common.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Oh god. That's me, Mo, going, Jesus Christ.
And so, what is this party for exactly?
Oh,
it's just one of the festivals?
Yeah, it's one of the many ones that we have.
Yeah. We have festivals every now and again in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet yours are crazy.
Well, it's kind of hard to outdo the lighting of Las Vegas, but, so we sort of do a chimerical shutdown of all of the lights.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And we light up a lot of the things on the outside of the city.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Las Vegas.
You should.
Yeah. I have some money saved up. I've been thinking about it.
You should travel more.
I have a lot of responsibilities. I'm very dedicated to them.
I think anybody would understand if you wanted to take a trip.
Yeah. People tell me all the time that I should. And I do. And I might. Who knows? Not during summer, though. Too busy.
You're only young once.
Yeah, I'm only young once, but... I mean... I'll live forever, so... And I just sort of, like, shrug my shoulders a little bit.
If we're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I don't want to think about that.
But I'm not talking about that you. I'm talking about Adelaide you. You won't live forever.
I mean, yeah. I just have a lot of responsibility, and I don't feel good about, like, leaving it for someone else. I don't want it to be someone else's problem.
Well, who gave you that responsibility?
Lord Tirson.
On whose order?
Well, I was...
You weren't one before, you weren't one before, and it doesn't sound like you did a whole lot of traveling before.
Well...
Except for, when you lived in France.
And I was a shut-in, so...
And that was a long time ago. And you're not a shut-in.
Now?
Now you, Adelaide, can enjoy it.
I mean, I think about it a lot.
You should go on a vacation.
I couldn't. I wouldn't want to go alone.
No. Well...
That'd be scary. What if I got kidnapped? That would be devastating. Someone would kidnap me immediately. Look at me.
That's true. But you have certain defenses, I'm sure.
That's true. But still. better safe than, like...
Kidnapped and dead.
Kidnapped and dead. Which, happens a lot.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, I'll be... Oh, let me call that guy. And I sort of just, like, sit down. Like, I just, like, make a chair out of, like, the beach sand. And just, like, sit back in it. Hold on, let me call my party planner. Oh, sorry. I'll just try to get a hold of that. What was his name?
I don't remember.
James
The right notes.
or something. Hold on.
Yeah, actually, you might still have been writing notes at that point. Because it was a really long time ago.
He showed up in the second session.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Oh, I didn't put his name in here.
Damn.
I mentioned that he's a weirdo, but also did pretty well. Kraken cake.
So, should we look it up? I don't want to sit here and just give a false name.
Pause it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call Quinn.
Quinn the party planner. You call up. Hello?
Hi, is this Quinn, the party planner?
This is Quinn the party planner. Who is this?
This is me, Adelaide. Do you remember me from like a couple of weeks ago?
Let me think. Were you...
Mermaid party.
Mermaid party at the shack.
Yes!
Hi, how did your party go?
My party went so good. Someone got kidnapped. It was wild.
What?
Yeah, but...
That's not good at all.
We found them. It was fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
You scared me for a second. I thought somebody got kidnapped at your party.
I mean, someone gets kidnapped at almost every party, and most people don't even know. Anywho, so I know
Really
this is
morbid.
super short notice, but could you possibly put something very small together tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't need to be as big as last time. I'm thinking we're going to go a little bit more natural, just beach themed, you know?
Well, you've got the location for it.
Exactly.
Assuming that you still have that shack.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So definitely like beach themed, maybe like something whale themed, maybe.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for a cake? Are you looking for plates? What's the idea here?
Let's go whale cake.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has, out of its blowhole is like a little fountain of like fondant, or like it's plastic and then you put other stuff on top of it.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
cute.
that sounds really good.
What if we put a tiny little boat on top of the whale?
Oh my god, that is so good.
On top of the little water on the top, and we can put like gumdrops in like up on the water.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, I can get in touch with a local cake designer, and she could probably have that set up for you. We'll have to get on this right away.
Don't worry. Do you have a PayPal so I could forward you the money?
Yes.
Alright, just text me at this same number your PayPal information, and I'll just wire you what you need.
And I'm gonna run right over to her immediately.
Okay.
Let me just grab my tunic, and we will be ready to go.
I just want you to know that you are the best, and I appreciate you so much. You are an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Keep me updated.
I'm gonna need that money to go through as soon as possible.
Oh, don't worry.
As soon as it does, I will do everything I can to make this party go very, very smoothly for you.
I love you. And I hang up and start to wire him over money on PayPal, just like, no, just take it, dude.
Okay.
Just
And
like,
so, yeah.
All right, that's gonna go really well. He's very good. He made a kelp cake. I don't know how, and it was just like a mild suggestion. Did I suggest that he do a kelp cake? No, he just did it on his own. It's like he knew. He's good.
So this is just like one of the festivals, huh?
Yeah, we have tons of these.
Yeah.
And so...
It's that time of year, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So what are we going to be doing? Is it going to be like a typical case of, so-and-so said this about so-and-so?
Oh, we're going to be introducing you.
What?
We're going to be introducing you.
Oh.
But we're also going to be doing a whale tail contest. And I have a prize so good that people are just going to die when they see it.
What's the prize?
I can't tell you.
Oh, it's a surprise prize?
Yeah. Of course it is, Cassie. It's a surprise prize.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if you win,
So,
you can have the prize.
They'll probably want me to be here tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you just show up, wear something pretty.
that's all I own, dear.
Well, you could probably make anything look pretty with that set of Donga and Honkeros.
I don't know what that means.
It's your huge, massive assets.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I just sort of look off into the distance like,
You're beautiful, too. I'd kill for your hair.
Oh. I'd kill for those Donga and Honkeros.
And your ears?
Your ears are cute, too.
Thank you.
Fucking Pomona's off in the distance like, oh, they're just complimenting each other.
I can't tell if they hate each other.
Huh. The drama. Well.
It's like her stories.
Yeah. Two beautiful white women arguing that aren't really arguing. They're just like complimenting each other weirdly in like a strange, not sure if it's passive aggressive tone. So I'm like, just wear something very pretty and we'll introduce you and you just say, hi, I'm Cassiopeia, I'm just coming through.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Lord Tierson is, he says he doesn't want to hide it anymore and he's going through some stuff, so.
Hide it?
Yeah.
So he knew?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
Wonder how he found out.
I told him.
Oh?
Yeah, I kind of had to. Well, the thing is,
I understand.
I only told him, and he said not to say anything, and so I didn't. Because I was like, we both were on the same page that you showing up when you did is super suspicious, and people would probably get, like, aggressive.
Oh.
And so we were just, like, quiet, you know?
Right.
And so, but he thinks enough time has passed that you'll be good.
Okay.
And you'll probably be fine. Enough people come through that, I mean, no one is gonna, like, go to your house and kill you or anything.
Are you sure?
I mean, probably not.
I mean...
Just don't go by the beach by yourself. I mean, I haven't been doing that recently and I miss it.
Oh.
I used to just sleep on the beach.
Yeah, don't...
I don't do that anymore. And
Probably not a great idea, just in general.
No, I did it all the time.
People might see you and then report you as a dead body.
That's happened before.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what they thought when they saw Keelan.
Yeah, they probably just...
Thought it
with
was
all of
you.
her hair and everything, they probably just thought it was me asleep on the beach again.
Mm.
You know, that's really morbid.
Anyway.
Oh well.
So...
Oh well.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so just show up.
Okay.
Is there any particular food you want at your presentation? I mean, it is kind of like your introduction sort of thing.
No.
You're a she, so anytime a she comes, like, we have to put on the fanfare, it's like tradition.
Oh. Okay.
We'll just be like,
Well, whatever you
she's
think.
here! You know
Whatever
how
you
it
think is good.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to embarrass you either, because you know how it is.
It'll be okay. I think it'll be fine.
Alright then, no problem. Alright, well, I have to go do some... Let me think. Oh, I need to go talk to the bridge trolls.
Oh, you've had your seining, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just curious, because you still seem a little new to all of this.
I have a youthful demeanor, and I'm also very cheerful, and yeah, I'm pretty new to it, but you know how that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
That's okay.
Don't worry about it. Alright. Pomona?
Yes?
Alright, somebody will be here pretty shortly to help you with some stuff. His name is Quinn. He's going to get a cake. He's going to get all the stuff, and he'll be bringing it here. We might have to help him put it up.
Okay.
But I have to talk to some people that I've been putting off talking to them, but I gotta get it done.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Do I have your phone number, Pomona?
No, I don't believe so.
Pomona, get over here. Let me get your phone number.
Okay.
Just go ahead and exchange phone numbers. Just like,
yeah.
Cassie, do I have your phone number?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Alright, cool.
And so?
Alright. Have fun!
Bye.
Bye! Fucking go off and be like, okay. I've been meaning to go check up on the bridge trolls to make sure they're okay. Why am I calling them bridge trolls now? That's not okay.
And so you want to go to Deepwood Glen Freehold.
Yeah. Click. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Deepwood Glen Freehold.
Okay. And so yeah, you head over to you head over to Glen Park, which is where the freehold is. The freehold is more or less the park itself. Mm-hmm. It holds a connection to the dreaming, and deep within is said to be the balefire. It's quite hard to reach if you are to listen to myth. And that's why Keelan was able to keep such a tight grasp on it.
Yeah, no kidding.
And so you wander through the little trail that they have set up, and you do see you see Shadra and Cardis sort of kicking rocks.
Hi!
Oh, hey.
I came to check up on you guys and see
Yeah.
if you guys had any questions or anything. And also to tell you, tomorrow there's a party!
Great.
And you guys have to come.
Oh. What is this?
This one is the introduction of a new she, and also...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So, is she gonna end up with Deepwood Glen?
No, you guys have it until Joshua grows up.
Okay.
The oath was sworn, so... Unless anything happens to him, you guys have it. That's why I'm saying don't let anything happen to him, because if not...
Yeah.
You guys lose it. But yeah, no, it's that, and then it's the same festival where I showed up last year. I don't know. Were you guys at that one? I think you might have laughed at me when I showed up.
No,
now that I'm thinking back, yeah, no, you guys definitely. When are you booed?
I don't remember. I don't remember being there myself, but I was probably drunk. I think I had probably drank a lot that night.
Do you think you were the one who booed at me?
I could have been.
Yeah.
That's likely. It might have been Maddock.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to...
we were all booing in our minds.
Oh, okay. Well, that's mean, but that's fine. We've crossed water since then.
Yeah, I guess you're alright.
I'm pretty okay. I could be so much worse. I tell myself that all the time when I feel bad about myself. Do you have any questions?
Not really. Haven't really seen Joshua too much yet. But...
No, I think he's busy doing stuff with his parents. I don't know if they have him in summer school or what the deal is. It's hard because he has parents, you know? It's not like you could just leave all day.
At that point, give me wits and alertness.
1.
Okay. You feel, you sort of get bumped into. And as you look around real quickly, you see that and now I want you to give me a kenning and perception.
This is a good one for me. Good job, Mo.
Yeah, there you go. So
3.
You see that there's a little black raccoon, just solid black. With sort of bright yellow eyes, has taken your wallet and is currently running away with it.
And I start like trolloping after it.
Oh, that son of a!
And we all go to run after it. Come back here, you!
And Cardis runs with you, but he just like stops real quick. He's like, he's like gassed. He's just like,
he been drinking?
That's usually a safe bet with him, but he's not in great shape. Shadra runs for a little while and is like, wait a minute, I don't care what happens to your wallet. And
help me, Shadra!
and you just run along.
I follow it into the woods like a fucking idiot.
Yep. And the woods get darker and darker in Deepwood Glen. The trees go from a very whimsical sort of Disney storybook forest to slowly being like that Disney storybook creepy forest.
Like how in Snow White, the forest is nice, but then she gets scared in the trees and all. She does that weird flailing.
Yeah, she's running through the trees and it gets like spooky and there's like brambles and stuff. And
come back here!
You find a small clearing in between some dark oak trees that almost certainly have some sort of like reaching out and
hey, hands off, get out of here
sort of thing. They're not like legitimately trying to grasp for you, but they definitely have like anatomical arms for limbs and things like that.
You're running after
and
this.
You can see like little holes in the little indentions in the bark that look like faces and spooky stuff like that. And so as you're going and you keep on moving through the woods, give me kenning and perception again. This will be difficulty like 4.
Wow. Yeah, no, exceptional.
Yep. You can't... As good as you are at shifting between those realities with your perception, you can't switch back to normal reality.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You have... it appears that you have come across a trod. And you are in the near dreaming.
Ooh. Get back here! You get back here! Fudge. Alright, I'll just keep following it.
And so yeah, you keep following it, and the sky is getting darker. And it's getting the wooding and the way the trees sort of what leaves there are sort of like creating this canopy cover over you as you move deeper into these woods, and you're still moving through the place, but the glamour here.
You could feel it.
Oh yeah,
this place feels so light.
Going to the near dreaming.
It's like no gravity.
Yeah, it's nice, even in a spooky place like this, and you see the raccoon again. But it's sort of just like it's dark and it's blending against more dark, and so you just see its bright yellow eyes. And then you see other eyes start opening, kind of all around.
Oh, get over here, you. And I sort of like crouch down. Like, do I have anything else on me, like a granola bar or something? Like,
maybe, yeah, probably.
Here you go. Come on, go.
Can you eat granola?
Is
granola gluten-free?
If it's made of nothing but oats, yes.
Okay.
It's probably gross, but this raccoon has no idea.
Yeah. And so you take out this little bit of granola.
Come here. Come on.
And
Get over here. Come on.
It sort of like it moves forward, but like all of the eyes at once move forward, and you can see this large, maybe about like fat dog sized.
Oh.
Like Salem, almost Salem sized, but fat.
Yeah.
This raccoon come out of the brush, and it's got like 16 eyes.
Go.
And it's just hissing.
Do you want it? I take some and I plop it. I throw it right in front of it.
Okay.
It's like, oh.
And it juts forward. It juts forward and scratches at you.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna give this a quick little roll.
I'm knocked into unconsciousness in the dreaming. Wow, that raccoon is talented.
Yeah, that raccoon's pretty good. Alright, does 3 plus... Okay, not too bad. You turned out okay. Take 1 chimerical lethal.
How do you... Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Chimerical lethal.
And so, yeah, it scratches at you, and you just sort of it. Of course, the way it scratches at you, it scratches forward, and it creates this very aesthetic little scratch across your face, and you've got just a trickle of blood,
a little trickle of beautiful blood.
Of beautiful.
It stains
ruby,
my gauzy, thin gossamer shirt.
Yeah, your ruby red blood just trickles down like a diamond, and
I back away and throw the rest of the thing
reaches over and sort of bites into a lot of the granola and stuff, and then coughs. It starts. What are you trying to feed me?
I'm sorry. You scratched me. Can I have my wallet back?
Yeah, it's stupid. He throws your wallet.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I thought I'd get something good out of you.
I have an orange. It's a cutie. No,
I don't want your food.
You don't want my food?
No, not your food. And it shifts. It changes. It stands up, and it turns into this sort of wild-looking man.
I'm so sorry.
And he looks at you. He's got these large raccoon ears and these feral little eyes that are glowing in the dark. And he's got these tiny, sharp little teeth and these little hands that are just really dark and have these claws at the end of them. And he looks. He's wearing some tattered jeans and. Some tattered jeans and has a big poofy black raccoon tail.
Are you a puka?
No.
Oh. But is that what a puka would say? And I throw the orange at his chest.
Catches it.
I have to go back now.
Yeah, take your wallet.
Here's my ID.
Don't come back or I'll turn you into a monster.
Wait, you can do that?
You want to find out?
No, I'll leave right now if you want.
Leave Deepwood Glen alone.
I don't want Deepwood Glen.
Then why are you on the trod?
I followed you! I didn't realize that there was a trod in here.
Only if you follow the path the correct way.
I followed you.
You were already on the trod before you. You were already on the trod before I took anything from you.
Oh. Well, don't steal. I'm leaving.
Stay away from the freehold.
Don't tell me what to do. Run. Don't tell me what to do.
You run back, and eventually you catch up to Shadra.
A puka stole my wallet and he scratched me.
Oh, Lyle. He is one of Keelan's guards.
What?
Yeah, he's knighted to House Dyren.
I have to go back. Oh, dang it.
Why?
I have some questions for him.
Ugh.
Don't roll your eyes. It's important.
Probably won't even find him.
He was right there.
I mean, you've walked about like half a mile.
Dang it. Well, tell him that I'm looking for him. And I have a couple of questions, but not like aggressive questions, just normal questions.
Yeah, I didn't want to ask you about this, but we don't actually know where the freehold to Deepwood Glen is.
What?
The Balefire. I mean, the whole park's the freehold, but
Yeah.
we don't know where the Balefire is.
Oh, well, I guess we should look for it.
I imagine it's down this road.
Dang it, we're going back. Dang it. If he attacks me again, I have no more oranges.
I can take him, probably, I think. I don't know.
And I touch my little cheek.
As long as he doesn't shrink me, I should be fine.
Yeah, but who does that? And I just start, like, walking, like, ooh, awkward.
Cardis, catch up. Why?
We're going to find the Deepwood Glen, Balefire.
Oh, we're doing that today?
Come on!
I think I have to be at work soon.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. And then he,
Awesome. We're going on an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. I love adventure.
Yeah.
Let me see, how much time do I have? I have lots of time.
Yeah. And so, you go, you travel back into the trod, and you're pretty sure this is the way you went, but the more since you sort of ran past everything as you went through the first time, and you were very focused on chasing the raccoon. You didn't really notice how many alternate trails there are.
Yeah, it's a very misleading sort of place.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, I have an idea. Are you guys prepared to run?
I am.
All right. What did you say his name was?
Lyle.
Lyle. All right. I'm going to use one of my cantrips.
Okay.
All right. Where are you? Here we go. Awesome.
You're in the
So,
near dreaming, so...
oh yeah, so I bet there's a lot of
Yes.
cool stuff.
You might just be able to kind of do this.
Because it's chimerical.
It's chimerical, you're in the near dreaming. We're going to roll it anyway.
Okay, so it would be...
You're probably looking
two-
at, let me think,
2... rolling 4 dice for it.
4 dice and what is the cantrip? It's fairy light, yeah?
Yeah, it's very light. So it's...
So, would scene come into play here?
No, because I'm looking for him.
Okay.
Let me
All
think.
of the hymns in a scene, then, so, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about how scene would apply, but...
No, because that might be like nature. Or... I don't think scene would apply.
Yeah.
I don't know. And the only thing I could imagine you possibly using it for was looking for multiple people and like it splitting up.
Yeah.
But that's not the case for this.
Okay.
All right, and so
standard difficulty is 8. You gonna pop a bunk?
I can't think of any. Oh, what if I just spin around a lot until I'm dreadfully, dreadfully dizzy, and then stop?
Yeah.
And then, like, because I'm super dizzy.
I'll give you -1 for that. -1 for being in the near dreaming. So you're looking at 6 right now. Let me think.
Is there any other things that might? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It's pretty. That should be good.
Yeah.
That should be good. All right, let's go.
Okay, 2 successes.
So I got it for a long time.
And with 2 successes,
You
read
pretty
that out
much
for me.
you get it for. Lasts for 1 hour per dot of Seer's Glamour. So we have 5 hours.
okay. So, you...
Yep.
Is that your current glamour?
Is it current glamour?
I'm always going to count it as current glamour. Because it's like willpower. It doesn't make sense that because your willpower trait is 10, that like if somebody like drugs you and gasses you, that your willpower should still work. If
that's what you rule it as, that's what we'll do.
3 hours is still plenty of time. And so you give me a perception and alertness.
I figured it would say current glamour, but... Wait, that's not a 7.
That's a 1.
So I have no idea.
Okay, so you see that your fairy light, it pops up into existence and starts flying over, and it's going pretty quick towards the target. However, it's not really taking into account whether or not there's a trail leading that way, and so it's just sort of weaving in between the trees. And so you're working to catch up to it, and so that it can like lead you, and you run off in the basic direction that it goes, but you're having some trouble because of the terrain. And she's like, "Oh, why couldn't it just go into it?"
The more successes rolled, the more direct and safer the path down which the wisp leads the changeling.
And you had 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this feels about right. And so, you start weaving in and out of these trees. And they're kind of like scratching you up a little bit.
It tears the hem of my dress, but just very prettily.
Yeah. And you're making your way through until you get to a point where you can feel that you're back in the autumn world. You're back in the autumn world, but you're not exactly sure where, because you're definitely not in the park. You're not in Deepwood Glen. It doesn't even really seem like you're in Point Avalon at this point, because you're kind of up in the hills. There's a lot of trees everywhere, but you can tell that you're probably somewhere in the hills above Point Avalon. So Point Avalon is nestled between very large hills and the ocean.
Yeah, I'm just like, I guess this is where Lyle is? Lyle!
And you can see the light, and the light takes you to Lyle. And so as you're making your way there, and these hills kind of just get started, like maybe about half a mile away from your backyard, like your house area. And so that's where the hills get started. You don't go this far out.
No, I mean, like, not too far from here is where I have like all my weird wood shit.
Well, no, it wouldn't be
further up,
because the hills sort of enclose the town, and so you're not really close to your house. You're more on the south side. You're still on the Deepwood Glen side of town, but you're just not in town.
Gotcha.
And so you start heading toward the light, and the light eventually takes you to a house, and this house looks much like your cabin. It looks kind of rustic, like it's sort of been here a while.
Yeah.
And you can feel it coming off the place. This is where the balefire is. And so Deepwood Glen's freehold is the freehold is connected by a trod
to the park.
And that's where all the glamour comes out, so people assume that Deepwood Glen's freehold is
in the park. That's a good one. And good job.
Yeah. And so you see that this is
all right,
this is, and chimerically you're looking at this place, it looks like it's made of candy.
That's ominous. Yeah. Knock, knock, knock.
No!
Hi.
Damn it!
It's me, Lyle. I have some questions.
Who told you my name? Shadra. And he busts open the door.
I have a couple questions. I hope you don't mind. Also, they're the owners of Deepwood Glen, and as
says
regent, says an oath and me. I am the guardian of Point Avalon's freehold.
And what reign does that give you over Deepwood Glens?
Oh, well, it was just kind of something that we had to figure out real fast after what happened to Keelan, and we were just trying to, like, keep chaos from exploding. But I have some questions about her.
Yeah.
Was there anything suspicious going around her before she died?
She was going into town a lot more.
With Lysander, right?
Yeah, Lysander's always with her. He's here now, but
I also want to talk to him. I'm trying to figure out what happened to her. And who killed her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to become friends with the detective who's in charge of her case, but I really need I need more help.
He sort of squints at you and then looks back at Shadra, and Cardis is finally catching up too.
Can you guys just tell me everything that you guys know?
Yeah, I don't know why not.
Yeah.
Come on in.
I really like your candy house.
You go inside, and it's more like a candy mansion. It is beautiful. It's like Willy Wonka's factory in this bitch.
Is that chocolate fountain?
And it's like a foyer chocolate fountain. The foyer chocolate fountain with little gumdrops popping out and all sorts of stuff. It's the brick of the house is made of like brownies, and yeah, there's a little boggin comes up and says, "Hi, welcome."
Hi, my name is Adelaide.
Welcome to Deepwood Glen. I understand that you have usurped us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right, dear. And he sort of turns around. He gives that little haughty little huff, and so are we to be exiled from our home?
No, of course not.
Well, with Keelan gone, we sort of figured, and Lysander, of course, was locked away. Poor lad. Was not given anything. Can I take your shoes?
Oh, if you want. Do I have to take them off?
Yes, please.
Here, I don't want to get your stuff dirty. Here you go. I'm gonna give her. They're very nice shoes.
Yes, these are lovely.
Thank you.
He just takes them, and
okay. No, you guys aren't gonna be kicked out of your homes or anything like that. I tried to make the regents for this place, sympathetic locals and whatnot.
And you've never really seen any of these people.
Yeah.
These are household she. This is like her motley. So
that's sad.
And so yeah, they're very upset.
I really, really want to find out what happened to her. And I'm doing my best on my end, but if there's anything weird, or like her emails or her phone or something.
Well, there was the letter.
A letter?
the Puka Lyle sort of goes, it was more of a note.
Okay. Well, what from? Can I see it?
Come. And the little boggin kind of just walks forward, kind of the way boggins do.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of weight on each side. He's sort of wearing a very austere brown vest, white shirt, brown vest over a white shirt, these little pants, and he's got these curly little boots. And he steps over and he opens up a little, it's not a filing cabinet, but it's like a drawer.
Yeah.
And, it's got gumdrops and candy canes all over it.
I'm just so into this decor.
He opens it up and sort of like rustles through some stuff. It's a very suspicious note we found. It was all we found. Funniest thing, it's blank. It just says, "Dear Keelan," blank. It's not my handwriting. It's not Lyle's. Lyle can barely hold a pencil. Something to it, I'm sure, but yes.
Interesting. Could I hold on to this?
To the letter? To the note? I don't know.
I mean, I understand if you don't want to let go of it.
It's sort of all we have left.
I'm trying to think. I feel as if there are arts that could maybe decipher something like this.
We've tried all we can do. We've looked over it. I've tried seeking the source with various arts, but none that I have can do the trick, and I'm afraid most of the others in this house aren't suited for that sort of investigation.
Yeah.
They're mostly acting in the home's defense. Lysander's always building little automatons to keep the house safe, and Lyle, of course, keeps watch over the trod.
Yeah, well, I know that much. I touch my little cheek again.
Yes, that looks messy.
Mm-hmm. He scratched me.
Well, shouldn't have approached him.
I just was trying to get my wallet back.
No. Lyle, you led her here. Lyle's just this...
These grumpies.
this darkened creature who clearly took his oaths quite seriously. He's upset. This sort of makes him a hedge knight at this point.
I see.
Without a noble that he has sworn to.
Yeah.
House Dyrane, of course, can call upon him, but
there aren't
they
any
haven't
around here. Yeah. Okay, this note. I wonder if I'll be able to look and see anything about it. I'm trying to think of how I want my first Kronos flashback to go. And I'm wondering if we should just do that, so Raven. Where I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. Just have that blank fish stare and then,
yeah.
Okay.
But,
yeah, you do have this fuzzy sort of remembrance of sitting there in your cell way back when.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure if you're Joan at this time. You could be somebody else. The cell's, memory's foggy.
Yeah.
But you definitely remember using... you remember using the art for fun.
To look into the past or something and going, hoo-hoo!
Yeah, you might have sat there and been given a piece of bread for the day, and so you
look back on the
the history of this bread and where all it's been.
Wheat.
If you ever got a guard or anything like that who could see you, or if anybody ever put their hands on you or anything like that, you could sort of use them as an anchor and look into their lives and things like that, and you could use that to sort of manipulate them into getting out.
Yeah. But I want... Here, pause it for a second. I'm formulating. Okay, I have an idea.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to do a bunk.
Okay.
And so I just kneel down and like try to find on my dress the place where it got torn on the branch.
Mm-hmm.
And I just start just round.
Describe it.
And I go and I'm pretty much pulling the thread off of the dress. Like because you know how gauze is, once it gets a cut in it, it starts to fall apart. And so I'm like literally pulling it around and like turning about to pull around the hem so the hem gets higher and higher. And then I'll like take the thread and I'll wrap it up into like little balls and place them. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just keep going. And it just gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter.
Okay.
And like there's like 4 or 5 balls lined up right next to each other.
And so, yeah, that's a bunk. That's a -2 to your bunk. And so what are you casting?
I am casting the first level of Chronos.
With the first level of prop?
With the first level of prop. I would like to spend a willpower.
Okay.
Alright, so 1, 2. Because of everything, I'm looking at a difficulty of 4, correct?
Let me see. So you're in a freehold. You're in. I think you're looking at a difficulty of 4 because you're in a freehold. You
have a bunk.
You have your bunk, and I'm giving you -2 for the bunk. Starting at a difficulty of 8, that would have you at 5 so far. What was the other thing that subtracted?
Were we going to? No, it's not any of my special realms. What about if I were to do nightmare dice for it, what would that put it at?
If you were to take 3 nightmare dice, I'd put it at 4 so far, based off of the math that we just
plus
did.
Nightmare dice, how much would it be?
If you add the nightmare dice, you would go down to 4. Difficulty 4.
Yeah, then I'll risk it.
And then you've already got 1 success because of willpower, so...
Right. So it's at 4 right now.
Yeah.
Right. What if I get all zeros? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Alright.
Alright.
I made it.
Wow. Just.
Yeah.
With 3 4s and a 6. That's 5 successes, so...
Alright.
Show me...
So... for this, that means...
It's like a month, yeah?
I get up to a year.
Of this paper's history.
So I stop and I finish. I have that last ball of thread in my hands, and I'm just sitting there in a bralette and underwear, just like zone out.
And
like that's so Raven.
It took you like 2 hours to get that all sorted out.
I'm sure everyone was just like, "Can we like go out to eat?"
And everyone's just like, eventually people sort of left you alone because they figured she's probably just doing a bunk, and so you see it, and you're sort of looking back through the history of this paper, and a lot of it has spent its time right here, and then you see that Keelan receives it. Mm-hmm. And you see the night that Keelan received it. The little boggin hands it to her, and she looks at it. She looks very concerned for a second.
Oh no!
And runs. She leaves the place, and he just sort of looks confused and just sort of sets the letter up on the table. And if you go further back than that, you can see it traveling via a small rabbit, but it's a little black rabbit. A little black rabbit is sort of carrying it on in a little holster sort of thing. There's this. It's got like. It
has like a little satchel.
Yeah, it has like a little satchel.
That's super cute.
It sort of fits around it like a gun holster would, and it's got the note wrapped up in the little holster, and it's running through the woods, and it goes back, and you can see and so continuing to move backwards in time, you can see the note being placed in. You can see the note being placed in the rabbit's little satchel by this gnarled, gross-looking hand. Ooh. And then as that continues to rewind, you can see him take it out of the thing and write Keelan on it, and then do some other stuff. He sort of like waves his hand over the paper just slightly.
Can I get a good look at that guy who's writing on it?
The guy who is writing on it, you recognize.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, who is it?
You recognize it as Braston, the fellow who is currently staying in.
Oh my god, that guy is in my freehold right fucking now.
You see his gross, disgusting looking beard with all of the nasty stuff in it. And
fudge.
I think that's where we're gonna stop.
God dang it. Pomona's dead. Oh fuck. I left Pomona alone with those guys. Awkward.
I mean, Cassie's there too, so she'll do something. Anyway.
If Cassie's anything like me, she's like, oh shit, I better get someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. And so,
if Cassie's anything like me, she's like,
And so, yeah.
Awesome.
Alright, so,
I cannot wait to have to sneak back into my house because I don't have any clothes on. That's gonna be freaking great.
Oops. So
just be like, oh god, he's home.
Yeah. So we'll give you 3. And
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think. Do you feel like my finding the freehold counts as in the future a point of investigation?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, that's something I'll probably buy next time.
And we will. So, I don't know if we want to start, like, right where we left off.
Why?
Do you?
I just really want this scene where I have to... walk through the woods like this.
Okay. Alright, we'll do that then. Yeah, we'll start exactly where you were next time.
And because it also creates a bit of a conflict, because I'm supposed to have a date tonight as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, there's important stuff.
Yeah.
Both of these things are really important to me, but, like, one of them is a little more dire.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Yeah. So, click.
Alright.
Alright. Thank everyone so much for watching. If you have any...
comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
All of that good stuff, and thank you for sticking with us this far. If you have made it to here, it's very much so appreciated.
Yeah, it is. It's a big deal for us. We like doing this, and
it's nice to have other people.
It's nice to have people who listen. We saw, like, what is it, like 50 some odd views on the first video. I don't know if they made it all the way through, but it doesn't tell me that, so I'm just going to assume that they did.
It tells me that, and I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, really? It tells you exactly
how many minutes watched and where they clicked off.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Okay.
All right, goodbye, everybody.